6 days a week, it's going to be used to forge horseshoes, but 1 day a week, an anvil is used to forge victories here in Indianapolis. And it's been wrong once again at the city's Lucas Oil Stadium, telling us all it is time for football. Tonight should be a good one, Bronk, as we honor John Madden with our Thanksgiving celebration series between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And here we go from Indy. Ashton Doolin now to return. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And leading them, the 6th overall pick, entering his 7th season here in the NFL. Out of Duke, Daniel Jones.
He was the 6th overall pick of the New York Football Giants, but he fell just shy, Kate, of 6 full seasons with New York. Remember, a midseason release led him to the Minnesota Vikings a season ago. Now he hopes to take all that experience, the ups and the downs, the peaks and the valleys, to make the most of this situation in Indy.
They go play fake with Jones. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack while the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
Well, I imagine that first play woke him up as they get set now for second and long. From the shotgun, it's Jones. He puts some juice on it deep. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
That's good for a Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. One good for a gain of 4. It's second down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
5 still to go here. This is second down. He's going to do it himself. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down to the 16-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down Colts.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Jones on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. And he finds him in the end zone for the Indy touchdown. The Colts take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. So a picture-perfect way to begin this ball game, Bronk. Their opening drive ends in 6.
Yeah, no question about it. That's how you do it. You work all week to script out the opening drive, and it's huge when it pays off like that.
Michael Badgley on to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
Badgley on to kick this one away. On the return, it's Jalen Moore. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 20. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his third season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Now, a lot of quarterbacks, Kate, who earn postseason wins each of their first 2 seasons. And that's exactly what C.J. has done. He has become the face of the franchise down there in Houston. And now a little more help around him and hopefully a better offensive line to protect him this year.
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And the Colts get to him. Down he goes. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on second down. 16 to go following the sack. From the gun, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He'll set up a screen here for Marks. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and more importantly, to stop it.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. Brought down before the return gets far. Well, Brock, this game, like all of our games this week, one piece of our John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. A way that the NFL and all of us here at EA Sports honor a legendary figure in the history of this game on a holiday he held dear. So for Brock, myself, everybody on our great EA Sports crew, hope you had an excellent Thanksgiving, everybody, and a great weekend of football. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. They're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Pistol now for Jones. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out, and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Third and long for him here. He's going to run for it. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
Colts going to kick this away now on fourth, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. Goes for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 34-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. Here's the first look for the rookie out of USC. His gain is stopped on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. One quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. 7-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Taken in by Kirk right side. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Kenny Moore there to make the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, they need 7. Shotgun now for Stroud. Go right side, hauled in by Collins. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Stroud to throw on first down. Well secured by Jaden Higgins. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be first down, Houston.
Another Texans first down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down,
nice to see Houston. That connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Here's Chubb up the middle. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal.
13 more yards.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Chubb will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Texans tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Doolin. This makes it up to the 25. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Start on the ground, Taylor. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Oh, trying forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Texans will return this well into the red zone before he's brought down.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Job running out of the gun. Now this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
That one connects. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Texans 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Chubb does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
A loss of 3.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Chubb again. And he's still going backwards as they get him behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. The play lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Now from back at the 4, here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Stroud. We've got a screen to the running back. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get some late points and the lead.
Touchdown, Texans.
No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7.
Colts 7.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That one finds Josh Downs. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. 1st down from the 42. To throw, here's Jones. Steps up, and he's running with it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their 1st. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Throw by Jones. Short pass brought in. And on 1st down, only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw. Quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Jones now to throw. Quick slant taken in by Pittman. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Here's Jones. Finds him over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Now here he goes. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
14 more yards.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Taylor scores. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Badgley for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Colts tie things up at 14.
Mike Badgley set
Now
to
after
kick
tying
off.
this game up, they're all set to send her away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10.
The Texans offense getting one final possession before halftime. They're going to have to be quick about anything that they want to do here, partner. Enough time for a few snaps at most. Only 17 seconds left for them as they begin this drive. First down, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first.
It's a gain of 8.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 40.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Throwing is Stroud. As a man, Dalton Schultz. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
And the Texans.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
Well, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Stroud from the pistol. Finds the in route, complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Up and good from Fairbairn. And they've taken back the lead.
Makes the score.
So a field goal game at the half. A good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime report. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Badgley on to kick this one away. No to return this. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. So as we get set to begin the third quarter, it's the Texans offense who's going to be out there first. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. Texans to the line. First and 10. Second half's going to start with a run by Chubb. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40.
A gain of 10 yards.
They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
We've set it downs from 37. From the gun, Marks gets it. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
15 yards.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They give inside to Chubb. He has room past the 25. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans make it a 10-point ball game.
24, Colts 14.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
For Houston.
Here's Gould on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Colts ready to take the field. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Taylor again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
3rd down, Jones to throw. That's on target to Pierce. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pick up of 17. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Jones setting up the play action. Going all the way to the end zone here. And it is knocked away. A shot to the end zone. Answered there by a strong defensive effort. 2nd down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
Jones now on 3rd down. Texans closing in, and they get to him. And That is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Man-to-man coverage, it does not have to last forever. It just needs to last long enough for one of those rushers to reach the quarterback. Cover guys did their jobs, and so did he in dropping the quarterback.
Colts ready for the punt. Rigoberto Sanchez will kick it away. He fields this at the 18. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple yards there.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Stroud. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Man in motion, headed right. Stroud off the play fake. Right back to Kirk, and he's got it again. And they're backed up a bunch ahead of this 3rd down, Broncos. This is out at least a few yards behind the line.
That is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one. Kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Again, Stroud. Schultz with the catch. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. They'll start this series with an option left. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we're through 3 here. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Now it's Jones out the play action. Hits him on the out route. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Looking slant route, complete. This one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 6 coming up here. On the shotgun, it's Jones. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
To the air once more. Here's Jones. He's got it. Complete to Downs. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That one gains 7. That is good for an Indianapolis first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 from the 43. To throw again, it's Jones. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's going to push one deep down the right. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Now we get a look at this Texans offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First and 10 from the 43. Off the play action. Here's Stroud. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They go play action with Stroud. Throw right side, hauled in by Collins. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 18.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Up the middle, it's Marks. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. They are running from the gun with Chubb. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. Well, we could call this, other than simply splendid.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Texans take a 3-possession lead.
31, Colts 14.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
For Houston.
Here's Gould on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Colts offense set to head out. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Short pass brought in. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Hits him on the in route. He's going to be stopped after a 4-yard gain, so that plus the flag means 2nd and 1.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Again, Jones to the air. Once more into the hands of Pittman. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Texans' 39-yard line.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Jones going to throw again. Trying to push deep downfield. Across his body, defender's there, gets intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush answer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Out now come the Texans on offense. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Chubb. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. Kirk comes in motion right. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. That's good for a couple of yards. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st down. 2 yards on the play. And the Texans 1st down.
They'll run. This is Chubb. Jukes away from one. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
All set to go now from the 35. So the Texans come away with the road win. And, partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Indy.